Series of debates. And Crescent, I hope that we can debate early and often throughout this campaign. I know John Ralston is looking for a word back from your campaign. I've already agreed to go on his show and debate you as many times as possible. He can even bring Horsford along if he wants. So I'm looking forward to debating you all over this district. I started off by saying these are critical times. This is not a time for politics as usual. We have a nation that is on the march, you say a gallop, to Western European style socialism. You want a sneak preview of that? Look at California. Look at Detroit. Look at Chicago. Economically bankrupt cities and states. Look at Texas on the other hand. Just as racially, demographically diverse as California, but a different vision. A vision that embraces liberty. Now is not a time for politics as usual. It is a time for leadership. I ask you to examine. Don't believe me, fact check. Go on Google. Read the good and bad things about me. And the liberals said a lot of bad things about me. And then look at Crescent Hardy's record. I said before that the past is a sneak preview of the future. And I will match my past with Crescent's. Crescent voted for Obamacare, not once, twice. He voted for Medicaid expansion. He voted for Common Core. We didn't talk about education tonight. But he voted for Common Core. I'll be at a protest on Saturday protesting Common Core. Actually, with your cousin, Crescent, who also was protesting Common Core. Crescent voted for tax increases and refused to sign the tax pledge when he was a state legislator and running for office. I'm going to sign the tax pledge on Friday with Chuck Muth, invited by him, and I'll be there. Maybe you'll be there too. Now is a time for leadership, folks. The crises facing our country, the economic crises facing our country, the fact that we need to not only stop the growth of government, we need to reverse it. And the fact is that Barack Obama is a drunken sailor when it comes to spending, but it did not start with him. You know, people keep talking about we need to have more bipartisanship in Washington, D.C. Well, that $17.4 trillion debt, that's a bipartisan exercise. It was establishment Republicans and Democrats that moved that debt. It's going to take not politicians, but leaders to reverse it. Thank you.
Mr. Hardy.